Today, this session is the most awaited session simply because the world situation with the Ukraine-Russia standoff war, as it were, has put the world in some sort of a very, very tough position as far as energy security across the world is concerned. My question to you, Mr. Minister, is how do you look at the global situation today? Are we looking at an energy crisis, a supply crisis, and how is India placed in a situation in terms of facing its demand domestically, because almost 80+% comes through imports?
I don't know whether that is your favorite opening line. This is the most awaited session. Well,
No,
but I'll accept it.
my favorite line is that
what
it's the hottest seat at the moment.
I would be inclined to agree with that, but the intensity of the heat also needs to be analyzed. First of all, let me thank you and through you, your esteemed channel, for inviting me here today. I'm very happy that you have decided to commence this discussion, and I hope it's a discussion and not a grilling, by asking me about the global situation. Navika ji, my concern is that most of us, including my own colleagues sometimes, fail to comprehend the gravity of what we are going through. And I don't mean just the fact that the world's leading economy, which is a $20 trillion economy, it has the highest inflation rate it has experienced in 46 years. The fact that another very advanced economy, with one which we have had a 190-year relationship, has witnessed or is witnessing the steepest decline in living standards since the Second World War. Around us, we have countries like Sri Lanka, Nepal, Pakistan. They are facing crises which really need to be understood. And these are real crises. But the crisis is not just because of the military action in Ukraine. I would submit to you, madam, that we had not fully emerged from the ravages of the pandemic. Many of us are familiar with, I'm personally familiar, I was posted in New York and Geneva when SARS, H1N1, swine flu, Ebola hit the global economy. But this was a disruption of a fundamentally different kind. We had not recovered from that when we came into this. How serious is the oil situation? I can tell you two things. Total number of oil available in the world and the total demand is not going to change very much. But the prices are high for a simple reason, that those who can impact the prices, and you know whom I'm referring to, they have chosen for some reason to retain supplies at a slightly lower level than the demand, which means prices are high. Now, if you've seen the pendulum swing from $19.56 a barrel in April of 2020 to it had gone up to $132 a barrel, it's a very serious thing. How is India managing? And that is your question. Again, with due humility and I would say some far-sightedness, the Prime Minister has ensured, that there is enough oil available, oil and gas. That's the first point, which is in marked contrast to countries where it's not available. Now, I don't want to startle your colleagues, your audience, but you know how many people go to the petrol pump every day? 6 crore. 60 million people go to Indian retail outlets to tank up every day. Our daily consumption is 5 million barrels, daily consumption. I can give you the refining consumption of that. We will survive this. What we need to do is just to make sure that the hard-headed decisions which the center needs to take and the states need to take are in consonance. Because I'll tell you something, our,
No, hard decisions, you mean price rise?
no,
Increases in prices beyond the 110 rupees a liter.
you know,
And you were saying that
I
the
am,
United States of America has a 46-year high, so we are competing with them?
no, I have always wished that you and I could exchange jobs because yours is so much easier. I have always maintained that prices, madam, were deregulated when the Congress government took a decision on petrol in 2010 and diesel in 2014. We took the decision. Deregulation means that the price at the bunk will be determined by the cost, by the price prevailing in the international market, the cost of freight, insurance, and the exchange rate. Now, the issue is, on top of that, the center collects an excise and the states collect some VAT. Now, the political narrative, which you have the liberty of referring to when you want to grill me, is one in which people...
Grilled is always better than gravies,
Well, that's all right.
more healthy.
Issue is, those people are philosophizing with a false conscience. Let me explain to you. We used to charge 32 rupees a litre on petrol and diesel during this period. Then came the pandemic. We needed the money because of the peculiar situation that was in. 80 crore people, Navika ji, are being fed 3 meals in a day. And that's continuing for another 3 months. 80 crore people. People, I think 1.82 crore free vaccine doses. And I can give you a list. We did that. Our BJP states reduced their VAT, corresponding with the centers, and the prices came down. But the criticism is coming from those non-BJP states, and I don't want to name any because I don't want to abuse host privilege here. I mean, you charge something like 35% VAT and a little more. I have one. I'll only give you one statistic, and I won't tell you whom it belongs to.
Home state when...
No, I didn't say.
When you say home state,
No, I didn't say.
You're in Mumbai.
Your home state could be Bihar, mine
No,
could
but
be
you said
Punjab.
home state
No,
privilege
I
where
didn't
you're
say-
visiting.
I
So
didn't
you're
say-
talking about Maharashtra.
I didn't say it. One state charges 26% VAT plus rupees 10.12 litre additional tax. Right? Now, if you are charging 26 or 30, another one is charging 31%, another one is charging 32%, somebody is charging even higher, which means if the international price is $50 a barrel, which it was ages ago, you were still charging 32%. If it is now $100 a barrel, you're still charging 32%. So they're making a killing. I can understand. You need that revenue for your... But explain to me, how can you at the same time bring down the duty on imported liquor from 300% to 150? No, I can understand. I mean, I come from a state where, people take kindly to reduction in duty rates on liquor.
I know.
Even though they may not want their representatives to give the appearance that they've been, at it. But I want to seriously understand, can you criticize the center on pricing if your own VAT rates are exorbitant? That's a limited point I want to make on prices, and I think we would leave it at that because there's a discussion I wanted to have in Parliament. I got up in Parliament. I was speaking on the Ukraine, Operation Ganga. But you give a guy who's switched to politics the mic, he'll never miss an opportunity to vision. International prices have gone up 58% on the bunk. Ours have gone up only 15%. Now, unless you're saying, and you said that, do you want to compete with the United States on inflation? No, for heaven's sake, I don't. I want mine to remain where it is and come down.
How is that going to happen?
It will happen because the center will take
Unless there is
steps
an
and-
election around the corner.
No. No, the nice thing I like about elections is that we are a country, we can have an election around every corner. I mean, when you know, on November 4th, just after Diwali, I think the Honorable Prime Minister decided to reduce excise on petrol and diesel by 5 rupees and 10 rupees. All right? Everybody said कि ये election हो रहे हैं, उसलिए हो रहा है. अरे भाई, election के बाद में कौन से उन्होंने बढ़ा दिए हैं? They're taking a hit.
हाँ, इलेक्शन के जमाने में तो आप बिल्कुल नहीं बढ़ाते.
नहीं,
तब आपकी डीरेगुलेशन होती नहीं है कहीं पर.
अच्छा.
ना कांग्रेस के जमाने की डीरेगुलेशन चलती है, ना बीजेपी के जमाने की. 4 महीने कोई प्राइस राइज नहीं, कोई बैरल क्रूड ऑयल की प्राइस ऊपर नहीं जाती. जैसे ही इलेक्शन खत्म होते हैं, we have to feed so many people, we need money.
Madam,
and
that's why I want to exchange jobs. That's why I want to exchange jobs with you.
I can exchange
anytime,
chairs.
anytime. You see, it's very simple. Election के बाद भी बेचारों ने वो 80 पैसे 60 पैसे करके टोटल 10 रुपया बढ़ाया. मैं आपको एब्सोल्यूट फिगर्स दे रहा हूं. अगर आप पिछले एक साल की कंपैरिजन कैसे होती है, 1 अप्रैल से लेके 31 मार्च तक, वो कंपेयर कर लीजिए कहीं भी. यूएस, यूके, स्पेन, 58% इंक्रीज हमारी, डिपेंडिंग ऑन व्हाट कंपैरिजन यू आर डूइंग एंड व्हाट एक्सचेंज रेट यू आर टेकिंग, 14-15% से ऊपर नहीं जाती. सो माय सबमिशन टू यू इज, even there, it's responsible governance, hard decision making. I want you, through the powerful messaging you can do on your channel, tell the state governments, थोड़ी इंस्पिरेशन ले सेंटर से, अपना वैट कम करें.
चलिए, स्टेट गवर्नमेंट्स तो अगर आपकी सुन लेंगे, स्टेट गवर्नमेंट्स एंड ऑपोजिशन पार्टीज आर आल्सो रेजिंग अ क्वेश्चन दैट एवरी टाइम a question is raised